Warning, this show has outdated attitudes, language, and views which may cause offense today. If you don't like it, suck it.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Humanity, look how far you've fallen. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. How is everybody doing out there today? Project Storytime, hail and greetings, sir. Chris Persia, how are you doing? Yes, that part of the intro was just for you, brother. 20 minutes left in the show, or 20 minutes before the show, and Chris Persia's like, we need some raining fire and vengeance. Hell, I have no fury like Loki. And I was like, all right, brother, I'll throw it into the intro. Thank you so very much, Chris Persia, for the idea. Curry, good morning. Colin P. Smith, how are you doing? Lady Miss, the guardian of the void, is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Lady Miss. Derek McManus, good morning. If I'm talking really, really fast, because I had to watch Michael Burnham talk really, really fast and go la 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 this morning. Keely Chow, Roll Tide. Keely, Roll Tide, how are you doing? Lord Bob, greetings and good morning. Jedi Bill 797, good morning, brother. Mountains of Elysium. Curry, hail Curry, the Jester of Sin. Good morning, Jester of Sin. How are you doing? Psycho Dwarf 9. Good morning, brother. How are you doing? Derek McManus, Sit Room. Good morning. Adega Outlaw, the Doctor of Destruction and Disaster, is here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Hyde, good morning. Good morning, Gun Bunny. Good morning to the Battle Angel, Heiress of Chaos. How are you doing, Battle Angel? Good morning, Purple Valkyrie. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? Colin P. Smith, good morning, brother. And I'm scrolling all the way back to the beginning to see if I missed anybody. Pod Racing Palpatine, good morning. Good morning, Pod Racing Palpatine. Rambling Canuck, how are you doing, brother? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing out there on this fine Thursday? Well, it would be fine if I didn't have to watch Star Trek Discovery this morning. And I'm going to bring in my special guest for today, the rooster in the hen house. Dave Bob, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going out there? I'm doing pretty good.
It is gone. And Mary's Game Room, welcome, Mary's Game Room, to the Warriors of Midgar. Thank you so very much, Mary's Game Room, and a big skull going out to Mary's Game Room. Thank you so very much, Mary.
Go!
Whoa! Boy, that is a wake-up call if there ever was one. Good morning, Mary's Game Room, and thank you. Thank you so very much for joining the membership, Mary. You guys help keep the home fires burning bright in Valhalla, unlike Star Trek Discovery. Oh, what a giant dumpster fire. Let's see here. We're in the 3200s now. We're in the 3200s. Michael Burnham has officially crossed the line and is in the 3200s. I spent the first 5 minutes of this show going, what the hell is going on? What in the hell is going on? Because this is literally Michael Berman in the first 5 minutes of the episode. It was like watching a turkey gobble. Gobble, 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 Federation, 5 minutes to midnight, nuclear clocks at 2, where am I, Starfleet? Oh, Discovery, are you out there? I'm in the future. Oh, God.
That's the way she always sounds.
Who the fuck wrote the dialogue to this? It's fucking horrible. Seriously, that's the way she always sounds?
Pretty much. I mean, she's always pretty hyper.
Does she still have the Iron Man suit, pod racing Palpatine? Rocket Girl. She's Rocket Girl. That's what they call her, Rocket Girl. She's the Rocket Girl. Rocket Girl coming down to save the Federation. Rocket Girl. Yeah, that's what they call her, is Rocket Girl.
Coming down to save the Federation. They didn't even around anymore?
No. Apparently the Federation is gone. It was destroyed in something called the Burn. The Burn.
Well, that's probably some of her name. Burnham. Burn.
Yep, the Burnham. The Burnham. The Burn. Burn, burn, burn. Burn is a word. Burn, 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 burn. Burn is a word. Burn, 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 burn. Oh, God. Okay, so heavy spoilers ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Just letting you know. Right off the bat, heavy fucking spoilers. We've got Rocket Girl. We've got the Burn. So if you don't want to know what this giant dumpster fire is all about, don't watch. Watch later. Watch the episode. I wouldn't watch the episode. I wish I could go back and get back the hour that I got up early just to watch the episode. Because I am going to be getting up at 6 a.m. every Thursday and every Friday to watch Discovery and then watch The Mandalorian.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to The Mandalorian.
Yes. I'm very much looking forward to The Mandalorian instead of watching the Burnham's a word, barn. So all the dilithium in the galaxy went poof. All the dilithium crystals, Project Storytime beat me to it. All the dilithium crystals in the galaxy went boom.
Well, that's a good MacGuffin.
And the Federation just rolled over like a dog and went bye-bye.
Well, if there's no dilithium, I don't see how they're going to be doing a whole lot of anything.
Trilithium.
Trilithium?
Dilithium resequencers. Hell, Scotty grew dilithium with some nuclear material.
Yeah, well, I mean, what about the old gal on the planet that could redo it by just thinking about it or whatever, the God girl from last year?
You know what, Adega, I don't want to start drinking in the morning, but I may have to. I may have to pull out the Bullet Bourbon and the Elijah Craig small batch just to fucking survive season 3 of STD. Man. My God, what has happened to me?
I hate watch the whole first 2 seasons, and I didn't get to watch the one this morning because I didn't get up in time.
Oh, Oh, Heiress of Chaos. The burn is mirror universe Michael that's evil and she wanted to destroy it, but it'll turn out that she was actually right there the whole time because the Federation was secretly evil the whole time. Not secretly, just openly evil. Oh, and anyone that wears a Starfleet badge now is a true believer. A true believer.
They've made the Federation into a religion.
A true believer. Oh, it's worse than that. We've got Black Gandalf. We've got Black Gandalf, who talks to plants and is a member of PETA. Book. That's his name. Book. Is introduced to us as some kind of smuggler, Black Han Solo, but secretly he is Black Gandalf that talks to plants and is a member of PETA. I shit you not. That's the depth of where we're going. He saves animals.
Well, there you go.
And rare species of plants and takes them to a sanctuary planet where they can live and grow in peace. Because guess what? That is the way.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord.
Shepherd Book.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to compare. It sounds a whole lot like Firefly. Book.
Yeah, Book doing his best Idris Elba impersonation. Purple Valkyrie, you fucking nailed it. You nailed it. They are stealing from Firefly. They stole from Firefly back in Picard when Picard came out. It is absolutely sickening what they have done to Star Trek. Absolutely sickening.
This started back in the very first episode years ago. I mean, they're just going down a slippery slope, and they're going so fast now that they can't stop. They just got to see if they can't destroy every single bit of it.
Oh, and guess what? You're going to love this, Dave Bob. You're absolutely going to love this. Guess what his ship's encryption code is? You know, we've had all kinds of cool, zero.
You're talking about
destruct.
Book?
Yeah, Book.
Something to do with the AI? I don't know.
He's standing there shirtless, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And he reaches up, and rubs his nipple just a little bit. He says, sticky. And they look at him and he's like, no, seriously, STI, and you're like, oh my God. Seriously. And guess what? His ship decloaks.
Oh, Lord.
Sticky. Sticky. No, Colin P. Smith. It was 1701. I'd love it. No, it's sticky. Sticky icky, brah. Sticky icky. No, PETA does not stand for people eating tasty animals. No. And then once his ship decloaks, a giant eel comes out of his ship and eats the Andorians that are chasing them. This is nothing more than fucking amateurs role-playing Star Trek with Black Gandalf that talks to plants and is a member of PETA. This is the most horrible fucking fan fiction I've ever read. And just the other day, ladies and gentlemen, Kurtzman was saying that he loves the deep fans of Star Trek. Everything we have done is to respect the deep fans of Star Trek. And in the same fucking breath, he says, but we cannot just make these shows for the deep fans. We must cater to a younger generation that loves BML and activism and wants to get the current president of the United States out of the White House.
You can't really even call this fan fiction because you have to be a fan of it first. And there's no fans in that writing room.
Excuse Endorians that have Romulan brows. But that's what he says. Every member of the Star Trek family that makes Star Trek loves Star Trek. You cannot make good Star Trek without people that love Star Trek. Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. You can't make good Star Trek without people that love Star Trek. Oh, it's insulting. This episode was insulting. Rocket Girl. The dialogue is fucking horrible. The Federation is gone in something called the burn. The burn. Burn is a word. Burn. Burnham's a word. The entire episode is about Burnham. The entire episode is about Burnham and an eel.
That right there is the way it started, and that's probably going to be the way it ends. It's going to be all about the burn.
The burn. Yeah, because that's what you need in a sci-fi show. Current day politics from Purple Valkyrie. Yes. And that's exactly what Kurtzman talks about is current day. Current day, we must reflect the events of the current day. JD, we got 23 discoveries now, and they're all named Discovery. Mama always said Star Trek's like a box of chocolates. We have to feed you exactly what's going on today, Mama said.
And we got to sprinkle in some magic and some bullshit and everything else to see if you can tell what's actual science fiction and what's just crap we throw against the wall and see what'll stick.
That's right. Burnham plus book. Book 'em. That's right. That's right. And that's exactly what they're going to do. That is exactly what they're going to do. You already see it in the previews. And what in the fuck happened to Tilly? Last time I saw Tilly, I was like, wow, cute little redhead, kind of smart, shy. Now it looks like she ate every last fucking Twinkie in the Federation.
Yep, she was headed that way the last time you saw her on last season.
What the hell happened?
She probably ate Pike.
Oh, shit. She ate Pike. I wouldn't be surprised. Wasn't the burn a term in The Expanse? Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It is. It is a term in The Expanse. Yes, it is. And Kurtzman's, of course, Eris of Chaos says you can have modern day politics in TV show. You just need to be clever about it. No, they're not going to be clever about it. He laughed at anyone who said that you had to be clever to put politics in a show. He's like, ha, 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 no, that's so stupid. It's always been in your face in Star Trek. It's always been in your face in Star Trek.
Oh, shit.
That was Gary's joke. Oh, I can imagine. I haven't gotten a chance to watch Gary's review yet. I hit the ground running this morning with this, so I haven't gotten to watch anybody else's review yet. I am going to watch Gary's review, though, because just like all of you, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. The other day when Gary was like, oh, look, he's wanting to Mischief. I know you. I'm like, oh, my God, he knows me. I freaked out.
Gary's a cool guy. I'm glad he's getting out of California.
Yeah, so am I. So am I. Get out of North Cal. Right now he's in North Cal. I know that, and I'm
I
like,
thought he
dude,
was
get
in
out of
San
North Cal.
Diego.
He was. They moved.
Yeah. But he said he's going to leave the state. He's in the process of leaving the state altogether.
Yep. Tilly is a Death Star and Starkiller Base rolled into one. Oh, my God. She's popping out of her uniform. She is popping out of her uniform. Purple Valkyrie, but they're not clever about it. Star Trek, but yeah, written by people who fucking hate Star Trek. That is exactly what this is Star Trek written by people who hate Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
Amateur role play at its best. And the best part of the entire episode was Burnham getting eaten by a space slug. Burnham gets eaten by the space seal. And unfortunately, Booker is Black Gandalf, and he talks to the space seal. He's like, and his forehead starts glowing with Black Gandalf power, Black Gandalf magic, and the space seal hawks her up like a loogie and spits her across the beach. I was like, holy shit.
Jeez, I got to watch this abomination now.
Oh, dude. Colin B. Smith moved from San Fran to San Diego as a temporary measure on the way to getting out of the state. Oh, man. Oh, get out of Cali. Get out of Cali, Gary. Captain Spire, Loki, you know the name of the Cardassians who rejected the Federation, rejected the peace between the Bajoran and the Cardassians the true way. Yes. Yes. And this, yeah, true believer.
Yeah, but that's real Trek.
Yeah, exactly. It's so horrible. It's absolutely so horrible that they have done this, that they've made this. I just, as if the first two seasons weren't bad enough. And you heard from everyone. Season 3's not happening. Season 3's not getting made. Season 3 will never happen. They're never going to come out with season 3. They're never going to get the green light for season 3. No one's coming back, and there's not going to be a season 3, and now we've got a season 3. Apparently, they stole money from Picard. That was the rumor, was that they were siphoning funds from Picard to pay for season 3 of this Dren, this horrible excuse for Star Trek. Honestly, we got some special effects at the beginning when she's in the Rocket Girl suit. We got a disappearing ship, so that's 2. We got transporter, like mobile transporter units, so they can just transport anywhere now. They don't need a transporter. They've got a little chip that they hit, and boom, it transports you wherever you want to go.
Well, that's convenient.
And they can immediately track you through your transport. So as soon as you transport, if someone wants to follow you, they can just tap that button and follow you immediately. No programming, no coordinates entered, nothing like that. They just hit a button and follow you. So
that sounds like the Star Trek writers' room that I've grown to love.
It is. It very much is. This was a horrible fucking opening to a season. Burnham is talking 1,000,000 miles a minute like a fucking turkey. That's all you can understand. I'm surprised they didn't have the little turkey fucking head on top of her. The little red fucking dabbles.
Hey, I got the little waddle hanging down on my rooster neck, so gotta watch that.
Yeah, but they're turkeys. They're not roosters. They wouldn't know how to be fucking roosters. They can't be hens because they got to have it. They got to have that on top of their head. So they can't be hens. The hens in the writer's room. They're turkeys. They're gonna be fucking turkeys.
They actually had a decent rider last year that they ran off.
Yep. And why did they run him off? It was racism.
Yep.
Right. And you know what? We talk about that on this fucking show. These damn fucking SJWs are full of it. They are fucking full of it. They called corporate. They called HR and reported this guy for talking about his own race.
Yes.
Ain't that a bitch? We weren't comfortable with the things you were saying. So we called HR and he was like, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah, Captain Spire. I also guess they totally forgot that Zephram Cochrane made a warp ship without dilithium crystals. Earth even had a Warp 3 test ship without them. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, it's horrible. It's just they don't get it. They're never going to get it. They're never going to understand what Star Trek is about. Kurtzman's going to go on and on and on and talk about deep fans. The deep fans. Do you know why they call them deep fans? Because deep fake. That's exactly why they call them deep fans. And I'm going to read this out to you guys because I could not believe this when I was reading this shit. You're absolutely, positively going to lose your shit. All of it, he apparently has all of this mapped out. And up until 2027. I don't think he's going to make it that long, but you know, you never know. He was doing an interview with a Hollywood Reporter when he said this. When he was asked about the established fan base, you know, bringing in new fans opposed to making the established fan base happy. He said, I would actually say that you always have to sell the property to the deep fans. Ha! Ha! I think they're the most, they scrutinize everything in a way that fans of Trek have done since the very beginning. And so you can never be doing anything. I'm rubbing my nipple, by the way, when I say this. Anything that seeks to sort of say, well, we are only going to hit one group here and we are not going to care about another. That's exactly what you've done, you fucking hack. That is exactly what you've done. You don't give a fuck about the real fans of Star Trek. You do not give a fuck about the fans that have watched this for 60 years, for 50 years, for 40 years, for 30 years. You care nothing about the fans that have loved Star Trek from the very beginning. You don't give a shit about them, so don't lie, you piece of shit. That being said, I think that the death of great franchises is when you try and please everyone. I think some things have to be really focused on specific groups. He just lied, and he fucking admitted he lied. How do I know that? Because he says that he cares about the deep fans, that he cares about what the original fans of Star Trek think. We are only going to hit one group here and we're not going to care about another. That's exactly what you've done. That is exactly what you've done. And then you fucking turn around and you lie about it. And you say, oh, we can't do everything to please everyone. We have to be focused on specific groups. And you can assume not everybody will love that. And that's very par for the course of Star Trek. So that's okay. Specific groups. Do you know what he's talking about here? Dave Bob, just take a wild guess, because I know you know.
The SJWs.
The SJ fucking W's. Specific ideas. Current day politics, ladies and gentlemen. Current day politics.
The only good thing about this is if he slips up in the slightest, they'll eat him just like they eat everybody else.
That's right. And then this fucking lying piece of shit concludes with, we are always seeking to please diehard fans. You lying sack of shit. You lying sack of shit. But I think that one of the things Star Trek has not done effectively over time is bring in new people, particularly much younger people. SJWs. That is all they fucking care about, is bringing in SJWs. That is all they are working towards, is bringing in SJWs. And they don't buy shit. They don't fucking go and do this shit. They don't go to the fucking Star Trek conventions and pay money. All they do is fucking eat their own and bitch and moan and complain. That is all they do. And then he says, and I don't see any reason why this amazing story that has existed for 55 years, he doesn't even know how long Star Trek's been around, that is so about everything that we are dealing with in our lives today. Oh my God, that's what it's about. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is what it's right there. Everything, the entire show, the entire Star Trek show for the last 60 years is about everything that we are dealing with in our lives right now, today.
He doesn't get it. I mean, it's apparent. Just, he has no clue what Star Trek is. Star Trek is about inclusivity. It is about infinite diversity and infinite combinations. And he just doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't fucking get it. And I don't think he's ever going to get it. Psycho Dwarf 9, Loki, that would almost be a plan, except SJWs don't buy anything. And Purple Valkyrie, SJWs never support anything. All they can do is destroy and eat like a swarm of fucking locusts. Yeah, I ad-libbed that just a little bit, Purple Valkyrie. But I am pissed. Star Trek is being systemically destroyed from the inside by people that don't love Star Trek. They fucking hate it. Star Trek is going to go the way of the dodo because they've got fucking SJW hens in the writer's room writing this crap.
I really don't think it can recover. I mean, the first two seasons were terrible, but it sounds like now it's just the first two seasons it was slipping, just sliding down the slope, but it went off the edge, it sounds like now. Free fall.
So apparently they pressed him on this question and asked which of the shows he views as the most and least accessible to new Star Trek fans. Listen to this shit, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's hard to say honestly because like he actually said that because like we've had a very interesting journey with Lower Decks. Jonathan Pranks once told me a story that when they started Next Gen, people hated it. Diehard fans hated it. I love this excuse. I fucking love this excuse. They were like, this is not Star Trek. This is not Kirk and Spock. 2 years in, everyone started loving the show. And now, of course, it's remembered as one of the greatest. This is how they always defend this. This is how they always fucking defend this. If not,
they always talk about how bad the first season of The Next Generation was. Now, it had some bad episodes and it was finding its way, but it was Star Trek. It was still Star Trek.
And Colin P. Smith, I love that. Younger fans translation. Those without any experience, so we don't have to put in any real work and actual inventive, clever, creative writing. Yes, sir.
That goes without saying. They don't have a creative bone in their body. They take and steal parts and bits of other shows and use it. And I don't know, you know, justice for a nos.
Yeah, justice for a nos. And D.D. Myers, SJW should be hung from an extremely tall tree for messing up. Hung by their toes. Hung by their toes, D.D. Myers. Yes, sir.
And beat like a pinata.
It's been debunked. The fans always were willing to support it, and the fans did support it. And Gesture of Sin, as far as I'm concerned, Star Trek finished with Voyager. Hasn't been any since. Not any. None. I actually liked the last season of Enterprise. I thought they were just catching their stride the last season of Enterprise. They were making good Star Trek. They were reaching back to TOS and actually honoring it instead of dropping member berries. They were actually honoring the original series in the last season of Enterprise.
The last season was definitely the best. I didn't care a whole lot for Enterprise, the first couple of seasons. But like you said, that season 4, they were really starting to come into their own. And that's when they killed it. That was really a shame.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rambling Canuck. I have to take a second before I answer this. Loki, but people would have you believe that Lower Decks is better overall than the first season of TNG. Well, you know what I say to that, Rambling Canuck? They can kiss my fat white ass. Every single fucking one of them can kiss my fat white ass. The only thing that was good about Lower Decks was the last 5 minutes of the last episode. The last 5 minutes of Lower Decks. Watching Boimler get that promotion. Watching Boimler get one over on Mariner. Watching Mariner lose her fucking shit and send him message after message after message as he flies off on the Titan with Riker because he is a good officer. That, my friend, made me smile. The rest of that fucking series, season 1, sucks a giant donkey ball. Donkey balls. No, Lower Decks is a giant dumpster fire. The first season of TNG is watchable. I'll watch it over and over and over again. I got it on Blu-ray. There are good episodes in the first season of TNG. There is 5 minutes of one good episode in all of Lower Decks.
Well, that shows you how creative they are.
Oh, yeah. They had to bring in Riker and Troy to save the last 5 minutes of the last episode of Lower Decks. And a $5 super chat from Psychodorf9. Loki, thinking about the writers, which level of hell is reserved for Flattered? Where the mouth and the exhaust port are transposed. Oh, it gets better than that. There is a level of hell in Dante's Inferno where whole groups of people are tied together and they walk on hot sand and gold and shit pour out of their mouth for eternity. That is where the writers and all these fucking SJWs are going to go. Is Dante's Inferno. Level 7. And thank you so very much, Psychodorf9. And this one's just for you, brother, because I'm so fired up. And it's got to be this. Go Zirosco! Burn it up on the Mornings of Mischief. Psychodorf9. Thank you so very much, brother. You keep the home fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Thank you, sir. Flatterers. Yes, Psychodorf9. That's what I thought you were saying. Say reserved for flatterers. Yes, because shit and gold pour out of their mouth, and that's all they do. Oh yeah, Pod Racing Palpatine. Next time Max and Iron Man's on the show, just ask about the donkey show.
Next time my grandson's over, I'm going to ask him to write a Star Trek episode. I bet it would beat anything that's coming out of Kurtzmans' writer's room.
It would. This is the worst fucking fan fiction I have ever seen in my entire life. I thought Star Wars was bad. I thought the sequel trilogy was bad. The sequel trilogy has nothing on this giant pile of shit. It is a giant pile that Ian Malcolm. I got to get an Ian Malcolm cut. That's one big pile of shit on fire, roasting in the afternoon. That's what this is. That's what the Star Trek writers' room has become. A giant pile of Tyrannosaurus shit on fire in the middle of the afternoon. And they're just all around it. The entire Star Trek writers' room is all around it. And they're singing, "Rocket Girl, Burnham's coming down to save us all. Rocket Girl, Burnham's gonna save the galaxy. Rocket Girl, Burnham's gonna save the Federation. Where is my Elijah Craig small batch and my bullet bourbon in the morning? My God, what have I become?"
I'm kind of sorry I gave up drinking here about a month or two ago.
Good God, I can't drink in the morning. And I'm so worried I'm going to get up for the next, how many fucking episodes do we have of this shit? I'm going to get up for the next couple of weeks on a Thursday, and I'm going to get my drink in the morning, and I'm going to be pouring Crystal Skull vodka into my drink in the morning because I can't fucking watch this shit. It's so fucking horrible that I can't watch this. Yeah, Keely Chow. I don't have the message up here yet, but when I do, I'll get it. There we go. They're all sitting around the giant pile of Tyrannosaurus shit while it's on fire, saying thank you very much. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burnham, just from the get-go, when the thing started, she's insubordinate. She's, mutinous. I mean,
Mutinous.
she commits mutiny and everything else. And there are never any repercussions. I mean, she always comes out of it smelling like a rose, no matter what happens.
Yeah, and it happens in this very first episode too, because literally there is books in his ship, and he's traveling at 100,000 kilometers a minute, whatever the fuck he's going at, and hits her in the Rocket Girl suit. She hits his ship going the other direction. So it's like a head-on collision. And she's in her Rocket Girl suit.
It sounds like Iron Man that doesn't have anything on her suit.
No. Iron Man doesn't have shit on the Rocket Girl armor. The plot armor is thick, and so is the shit, ladies and gentlemen, in this show. This is what we've got. This is the best that CBS can offer.
That's pretty much the way SJWs write their characters. They're always perfect. They're better than anybody else. They have, they're smarter. They're whatever. I mean, they're the bestest ever.
Burn him. It's not burn ham, Psychodorf 9. It's burn him.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Burn him.
Anytime you get around Burnham, if you're a white male, you better watch out. You're not long for the world.
Nope. And you see that in this episode too. You see that. And I want to tell you something. She immediately knows how to use 32nd century technology.
Well, of course she does.
She knows how to work a holographic panel. She knows how to work a holographic display panel. She knows how to work a holographic ship panel. She hovers her hand over the console and it comes up and she's like, communications array, tactical display, yada, 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 yada. She knows exactly what it all is and what it all means. No training. No need to learn. No gap in technology here, folks. She just immediately knows how to use 32nd century technology. I need a fucking taco. I need more than a taco. I need an alcoholic taco Latino slant. I need a taco infused with fucking vodka, bullet bourbon, and fucking whatever else, Elijah Craig, small batch, whatever the fuck else you can put in it. That's what I need after watching STD this morning. And I'm going to have a fucking stroke watching this show.
Well, the one good thing about it is it's only about 40 minutes long. That's, the best thing you can say about it.
And we'll top the cherry off with this. Purple Valkyrie says, question, how can she enlist someone? She doesn't just enlist them, Purple. She doesn't just enlist them. She makes them an officer. She commissions them as an officer. There is a dude on a space station living all by himself. One of the last vestiges of the Federation is this broken up fucking space station. And this guy wakes up with a little Tweety bird twerping in his ear every morning, goes and sits at his desk and waits for a Federation officer to show up to give him a commission. I shit you not. He wakes up every morning at 8 a.m. And I love that because guess what? I wake up, folks, and I go on the air live at 8 a.m. every morning. And he sits down at a holographic desk and just sits there and waits for a Federation officer to walk through the door so that they can hang the Federation flag, because he can't. He cannot hang the Federation flag because he is not a commissioned officer. So when Burnham shows up and makes him a commissioned officer, he hands her the flag of the Federation and says, please hang the Federation flag. I can't do it because I'm not a commissioned officer. Would you please hang the Federation flag? So what are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen, going forward, as long as STD is still coming out with episodes? I'm going to be hosting this show on Thursday, and it's going to be called Taking Out the Trash Thursday. Because I'm going to bag this shit up each and every week that they continue to drop episodes as bad as this one. And I'm going to take out the trash. I'm going to take it out to the dumpster. I'm going to light that son of a bitch on fire and watch it burn.
Need to pour about 3 gallons of gasoline on it before you set it on fire.
Oh, it doesn't need it. It's soaked in fucking soy. Loki's warnings of mischief from Bird of Prey 5. Kapla, brother. That's like saying a U.S. citizen can't hang a flag. That's right. They confused the Federation with Starfleet.
They always
do. They did. Brother, thank you so very much. Bird of Prey 5. Yes, they did.
That's one of the biggest problems they have. They don't have any idea what Starfleet is and what the Federation is. They just think it's one and the same. And
yes, Rambling Canuck sounds like Andromeda, just written by a 5th grader. It is. It is. It is Andromeda, the Michael Burnham show. Burn and book. Book and burn. Ooh. Burnham books.
All we need now is Dano. Book 'em, Dano.
What's a dumpster? Asking for a UK friend. It's a bin, trash bin. Pod Racing Palpatine. It's a trash bin.
A very large trash bin.
Yeah, a very large trash
container.
Yeah, A big bin like the ones shops use. Yeah, that's a dumpster. I know. I have Padres y Palpatine. I know, really. Just kidding. I kid because I love. We love you, brother. Oh God, it's bad. It's just bad. It's fucking horrible. And I watched it. I was so on the fence about this, but I'm not going to let it stand. I am not going to let this stand. I was like, I know what my reviews are going to be. I know. I was like, but you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So I watched the first 2 seasons and with my bucket right next to me because, I had to pause it and throw up because I drank so much trying to watch it and get through it.
The really sad part about this whole situation is they moved it to the future because everybody was on them so much about how they were destroying canon, and now they have the ability to do whatever they want, and they're still coming out with shit.
Yeah, it's still shit. It's absolute fucking shit. It is absolutely fucking shit. And you know what? I don't talk about Tilly because I'm body shaming anyone. Anybody can be whatever size they want to, but they have fucking destroyed that character. They have systematically destroyed that character. If you wanted Tilly to be this, you should have started the show with this, and instead, I'm guessing that they informed her to gain weight. Gain weight. We need you bigger. I if that's what they want, that's what they want. There's nothing wrong with thick girls, but that's not the Tilly in season 1. That's the monster that ate Tilly from season 1.
Yeah, she started out fairly,
petite.
Fairly petite, and then through the whole thing, she was getting larger through the whole thing. It's almost like it was, just I don't know if that was what they intended or it just something that happened.
And no, Colin, no, I will not call it Star Trek Andromeda. That is an insult to Andromeda.
Yeah. Rami would come and get you.
That is an insult to Andromeda. So, if Bob, if you want to come back next week and hit this with me, you're more than welcome.
I'll try to get up early enough to watch it. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought it wasn't going to premiere until later. I didn't know it was going to come on early enough to watch, actually.
I am going to be building a small panel for this show. Maybe 3 or 4 people. Maybe. And what I plan on doing is hitting my points at the beginning of the show and then bringing in the panel and finding out what you guys think. So if you would like to come back next week, Bob, you're more than welcome. I'm going to reach out to a few people, 1 or 2 people. Canuck, if you're still listening, I would love to have you on board, brother. Bird, if you would like to talk about this, I would love to have you come on and talk about it, Bird. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you guys want to, it's totally up to you. DM me, let me know if you're up for it. Would love to have you on. Would love to get your thoughts on this. I'm not going to let this go. I'm just not. I will analyze every single episode. You will not catch me just talking shit each and every week. I'm going to analyze. Thank you so much, Bird. Thank you, brother. Bird's on for Thursdays. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bird. And Derek McManus, I'll come on and rant.
I'm gonna tell you. I started watching this back when it first came on, and I was hating on this thing before I even found other people that were hating on it. I was incensed. I was literally incensed with what they did. I mean, starting it off with a character that is supposedly Spock's sister, that that right there turned me off right from the get-go, and it just got worse, and it's just been getting progressively worse as it goes.
And Bird, what's the cursing policy? F-bomb the hell out of this, Bird. You can say whatever you want to. That's the policy. Say whatever you want to. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird. Oh, this is going to be fun. So, guys, catch us next week. We will have a panel coming to you next week. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Dave Bob, for Latino Slant. Damn, now I have to watch this garbage. Thank you so very much, Dave Bob, for popping in here. Guys, I can't wait to do this each and every week until this shit is over with. We are going to have a wonderful show tonight on 7 Kinds of Mischief. Check it out. We will be on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Adega Outlaw and myself will be covering some real-life horror stories. Please don't miss it. If you haven't checked, make sure you're still subscribed and ring that bell. YouTube has been screwing with all of us, rolling back subscribers, removing subscribers, rolling back the entire system. And Lord Thaw says, have a great day, everyone. Please make sure you still subscribed and ring that bell. We will catch you guys later tonight. Everyone have a great morning, a great afternoon, and we will catch you guys later.
Bye, everyone.
Boom. 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 And I will strike down upon me with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. nine. Ba-na-na-now, now. Ba-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, now. Ba-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, now. Ba-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, na-na-na-now, now, down. Have a great day, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.